Hi everyone, it's Chukuma from Mastermind Automobile Solutions. Today we have a really good looking luxury car, a Porsche Cayenne GTS. It's a GTS variant. This particular one is 2013. A monster on the road, real fun to drive. I had a lot of fun moving this around. Had to clear by the roadside to do a video, show you what the car is, and so that you can appreciate it. This is one of the videos in our customers show off, series where we bring you cars, analyze them, tell you what's good about them, what you should look out for. So this is a new series. Stay tuned as we talk about this car, analyze it, and tell you what you should look out for. Kindly like our video, leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. You can look at the car yourself, see for yourself. It's a really good looking car, in red. So it's one of the cars that scream, look at me, from the wheels to the setting to the exhaust, it's tuned for performance. It's a beautiful performance car. You see the exhaust is all tuned for sports. It's a really nice car to drive. So we're going to be showing you other aspects of the car as you've seen what it looks like. We'll show you the other aspects of the car. So what's under the hood of this good looking luxury performance car? A 4.8 liter V8 engine. This engine was built with performance and speed in mind. Produces over 400 horsepower. If you drive this car, you're going to see a lot of performance. But guess what? Shortly after this generation, the next generation, what did Porsche do? They put in twin turbo and changed this V8 to V6. So what did that generation do? It produced more power and more performance. But there was something missing, something the newer owners of these Porsches had, something the older, they had with their former car, which is this one, that the newer owners didn't have. So if you're in the market for performance, I would say take this V8 rather than the newer V6, because this is naturally aspirated. This was the last naturally aspirated, Cayenne GTS that was built. So with this V8, you're getting raw power. The exhaust grunt that you have in this is missing, visibly missing from the next generation after this. So you might want to have a look at this one, even if it's older. If it's in good condition, you might want to have a look at this one before you consider the newer generation, because this is power in its raw form. And I tell you what, with this, they can give you a lot of headache with time, especially as they age. But if you have a straight V8, a naturally aspirated one, 4 cylinders on each side, this is easier to diagnose. This is easier to pinpoint. This won't go through your head as much as that bi-turbo V6 will. This can handle any kind of strain. And it's funny because the owner of this particular car is a lady. She pampers the car. I can tell she doesn't push out, as much horsepower as she should from this car. So if you want to drive like a maniac, have a look at this naturally aspirated V8 rather than that twin turbo V6. So this is really reliable. This serves well. We're going to look at the state of the engine with the help of my scan tool. It drives really well, but let's do some analysis. The current state of this car, it's easy to see what the interior looks like. Really good looking interior, very luxurious. See the dashboard, see the materials they are made. It's made of really high quality materials. The leather materials also really good looking. Look at the roof, really nice to see. That's the back seat. It's in good shape. Interior is still in good shape. I like this combination down here of a little of the material and then a leather material as well. Really good. And I'm sure ladies are going to like this steering cover. It looks like real red jewelries, man. Okay, so we're going to do some analysis now. See what state the car is in currently. We'll locate our scan tool and plug it in. Again, my favorite scan tool is right on hand. And then we locate the OBD port of the car. which is right here under here. And to get things started, we need to put it in ignition mode at least. We'll quickly see what the emission system is like of this car. See what the emission system still linking. Okay, no emission related DTCs are found on this car currently. So we can go ahead and see what states, do a global OBD test and see what it's like. The owner didn't complain about any problems in particular. Driving it, I noticed everything was okay. So I can say it's in really good shape. We're going to start it up and see what the live data of this car is like. Did you hear the grunt of the the exhaust? I'm going to play it if it will be as good to listen to as it is in my ears. Okay, so we go to live data and then we can see the live data. We are most interested in the short term and long term fuel trims. So okay, see the short term fuel trim of the bank 1 sensor 2. It's 99.2%, which is almost perfect. These are readings from the O2 sensors, bank 2 sensor 2. So you have the short term fuel trim of bank 2 sensor 2, also 99.2%, which is also almost perfect. So the car is in real top shape. Fuel pressure very consistent, very okay. It is where it should be. We can also see that we have all sorts of information, but all the data I'm seeing currently, they are all they represent where they should be. You could see the temperatures of the catalytic converter, the first on bank 1, the second bank 2 sensor 1, all kinds of information you can see. These are really complex vehicles, so of course they have all kinds of information. These informations come into play when these cars start giving out headache, as they will sometimes. So when you have problems, when you're trying to diagnose the car, that is when you're going to need all of this information to pinpoint things to the right directions where they are supposed to be. We can see a lot more things. There are some Porsche OEM enhanced data, which you can select. You can also go to see, you can decide to test out the battery of the car if you want to. You can test out, you can do so many things. You can select the model year of the Porsche you want to. So many things can be done on this, but what's important is that we can see that the car is in really good shape, so that's the most important thing about this analysis. All right. We recommend this vehicle if you want to buy a V8. If you want raw power, this is what you're going to get. And AC works, everything is in perfect condition, in the car. So this is a car you should definitely consider getting if you can afford it, and if you want that raw power, if you want that, that V8. I'm going to leave the last thing about this video is going to be the grunts from the exhaust, which I'll attach last. So like our videos, comment, leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Did you hear that? That V8, man.